So I've still got the little John Deere 520 in here, and the guy wants the inside of the chute here painted because it's pretty rusted, and what happens is the snow sticks to it and then the snow will blow out as far as you would like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the chute completely off the blower and then paint it up. To remove the chute off the blower, you first have to remove these nuts here. And by removing these nuts, the little retainers underneath will come off and then you can lift it right up. You're going to need a 7/16 socket to remove these nuts. Once the nuts come off, the little clip's going to come out like that. It might be a bit greasy. Here's what the clip looks like. You'll notice that there's 3 clamps there on the chute, but I've only removed 2, and that will do to remove the chute. Now here's what you're left with. So I'm going to remove the bolts here to separate the chute in half. I'm not going to go too crazy on painting this chute. It's not a restoration, so I'm just going to grind it down with the wire brush on my drill and sand it down with some 200 grit sandpaper and then 400 and just paint it. So I've got them set up outside here. I didn't go too crazy on the sanding and all that, it's all wiped down. So what I'm going to do first is paint the inside of the chute by putting multiple coats. What I'm going to do is paint it, wait 20 minutes and then recoat it, and that should do it. Because it's only 5 degrees Celsius outside today, I'm going to have to spray it outside, then take it in the garage to let it dry. And what I'm using today is the original John Deere spray cans directly from the John Deere dealer. The guy there said it wasn't necessary to use primer, so that's why I'm not using it today. So I've got it in the garage now. I'm going to let it get tacky and then recoat it. Now I'll just repeat the process on this side, put it on, let it get tacky for about half an hour, and then recoat it until I'm done. It's a bit of a pain. I gotta bring it in every time I put a coat of paint on because it's too cold outside, but it's coming. I'll just put a couple more coats and that's it. I've got my chute all painted up. This is the next day. It's nice and dry and the snow is going to slide in here really good. So if you got an old blower that's got a metal chute, it may be wise to give it a coat of paint like that. So now I'm going to reinstall the 2 parts together. Now I'm going to put a bit of grease here where the other part of the chute slides, and also inside here and on the inside here too. There was a washer that went in between here. Now I'm going to put the carriage bolt through. Now I'm going to stick another 5/16 washer and a lock nut. Now we'll do this side, and I'm going to stick a washer here as well, and the carriage bolt, and a lock nut here. The reason why I'm using a lock nut is so that the nut will lock itself on the bolt without having to tighten down the nut too tight. You don't want your carriage bolts here fully tightened because you want this to be able to pivot up and down. So now I'm going to put another carriage bolt that's going to go through here, and a washer here, and then a knob. So now I'm just going to snug the nuts on the side here. You don't want them too tight because you still want this to be able to move. And just snug the nut over here. So now we're ready to reinstall it back on. So now before you install the chute, you can put grease around here. I use some nice low temp grease, that way the grease isn't going to get hard and make the chute hard to turn when it's cold out. Now we only took off 2 of the 3 lips, so there's 1 left. Now you want to get this lip here on the groove over here. And I'll put the other lip under here. And there's one last one left to put on. Now just tighten up all the nuts and you're done. You can also put a bit of oil or grease in between the 2 parts. It's going to make it a lot easier to move. This is one of the best ways to make your snowblower shoot the snow further if you have a metal chute. Also remember to use a high gloss paint or regular gloss paint because it's going to be even smoother for the snow to slide through. Also make sure to subscribe because I'm always posting new videos. Take care now.